What's up? It's time for more One Piece. This is episodes 510, 511, and 512. I didn't even look down at my book that time. Every single time I looked down at my book, I didn't have to that time. Yeah, we're doing 3 episodes today, and this will be the second last video of the saga. That's so exciting to me. I'm really excited because it means in a few days, I will be finishing the saga. Oh, that's really exciting. I've got a very busy week right now, and I'm squeezing this video in extra for my patrons. So like sometimes if you are a subscriber to my Patreon account, I will post a bonus extra video in the week. So sometimes they'll get 3 episodes in a week. And that's just to, you know, give it a bit more distance from the YouTube uploads for multiple reasons. One, to try to like avoid, because the YouTube comments are way more likely to spoil me than Patreon comments are. People don't often pay money to try to ruin my experience. And also, you know, there's several other reasons, but anyway, the point is, this is one of those times. I'm recording this the day, like I'm recording this before the previous video comes out on my Patreon account, so that's how quickly I'm watching this next video. But I'm really excited for it because we are currently in the middle of, well, the last thing that happened was Luffy saying, I'm going back to Marineford. I don't know what the fuck the plan is there. I'm still very confused at what's gonna happen, but I'm really excited to see. And we're also, you know, jumping back and forth to the other Straw Hats and seeing what they're doing on their respective islands. So we got 7 episodes to get the crew back together. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know. One Piece is surprisingly unpredictable, so I am excited. Let's jump into the episode. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reactions, early access, and exclusive videos. You can also and you can get the next 16 or so episodes on my Patreon account, and as I said, sometimes you'll get bonus episodes when you're on there, as well as just bonus content here and there. You can also join my YouTube membership down below, and that'll get you 2 videos early. Thank you to all my YouTube members. If I remember later in the video, I will shout out some of those names that are part of my YouTube membership. So stick around for that. But anyway, let's jump into One Piece episode 500. I'm not gonna look down at my book. And 10? Yay! Oh shit, One Piece. Woo! Okay, recap Rubik's. Hi, if you're new to this channel, welcome, and this is the recap Rubik's. It's a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap of the show is going on, and I try to beat the recap. The title's there. I'm getting so close. I mean, they've got such short recaps here, because I'm done now, see? So, I mean, I basically did it in time. Okay, they stole a marine ship. I mean, this is awesome, but why are we doing this? Oh my gosh, they're giving it, they're drip feeding that Luffy story to us. Okay, is Chopper actually leaving? He's got a doctor with him, it's okay. Oh, cool. Maybe it's medicine that you can actually use in the future, Chopper. Yeah, and they're gonna come back and eat the birds. Great, do you have anything that's gonna last the fucking trip? Aw, yay. How? Yeah, I was gonna say. He just decided to go back and he didn't think about it at all. Yes! Fly me there! This is like your friend's parents taking you home after a sleepover. Woo! Oh no! Chopper! Don't land in the water. Oh, thank goodness. Uh-huh. What? What's the new news? Oh! Okay. Robin's story. Beautiful and peaceful. I mean, I don't mean peaceful. I mean, just in terms of atmosphere, not in terms of events. Oh. That's so cute. That's so sweet. Take Soran with us. That bridge does look fucking sick, though. Holy shit. Oh, that's a big thing to pass up. That would be great. These guys are awesome. Ah, okay. That makes sense. So they just kept moving their towns further and further along. And did such a thing! What's the such a thing? What did he do? The smile. Man, they're gonna keep me on the edge of my seat about what Luffy did. Yeah, Nami! Oh, we're starting with Sanji? Okay, here we go. Oh, Ivan's here! Holy shit! When you say that name was in, are you thinking about that name was in the newspaper? You're in girl mode. Yeah, I mean, female Ivan kind of slays, so that makes sense. Oh, look at Inazuma in the background as well. Oh my god. Oh, what are you gonna do? Oh, okay, he just switched back to male Ivan. Yep. Can you give him a ride? Love hearts. Yep. Not much reaction? Yep. And he hates this. Good point. Just tell him that the Sanji one is you. Come on, Sanji. It's not, but it is. That's true. Oh my god, he's coughing up blood. People keep saying that. It looks a bit like him. That's probably smart, Ivan. Oh god. Sanji, can you take Ivan? I don't think you can. Oh shit. Instantly doing the fucking devil kick. Oh, that is awesome. Or not. I know this one's... Yeah. That was the first one I haven't fallen for in a while. Hair removal? Oh no! Did it actually remove his hair? Sanji's hair's so good though. Okay, his hair's still there. Yeah, true. It's public information. Man, I love Inazuma female edition. I love Inazuma male edition as well. Alright. Yeah, you got a lot of work to do, I think. He did what? Did he turn himself in or something? What did he do? Man, oh, I need to know. That image had him with like his straw hat on his chest in Marineford. Like, what was he doing? Was he asking for something? Was he making a deal? Was he turning himself in? Like, did he want to get a message to the world? Like, what did he want to do? I don't know. Turning himself in would be crazy because surely they would just kill him. Like, because he's so dangerous and such a threat to the government and like the son of dragon and stuff, like, and the, you know, not blood brother but still brother in some way to the son of the king of the pirates, you know. So like I feel like he's so dangerous that they would just kill him if he turned himself in. So what are they doing? I don't know. They spent the whole episode like showing us these reactions to it, but not actually showing us what happened. And we haven't done all the Straw Hats reactions to it yet. So in fact, they showed the Nami mid card, and we didn't even get a Nami thing here. So yeah, there's more reactions to come, I think, before we find out. I bet you like we're not gonna find out until later. Like maybe I'll find out before the end of this video, and maybe I won't. I don't know. But it's exciting. I do like the way they're like these felt like they were properly starting to wrap these up, you know. Chopper's on a bird heading back to the archipelago. Robin is being taken by the Revolutionary Army. Sanji is with Ivan. You know what? I liked Sanji's story when Ivan was there. Mostly because I like Ivan. I think Ivan's cool. That was more interesting to watch. I liked that. And so yeah, we got these characters. They're on their way back. There's not much else to talk about, so I think we're just gonna move right along to the next episode. This is episode 511. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. How is it the title always comes up when I'm on my last step? Don't listen to the title! There we go, I'm on the last step, I was done. I just screamed so I didn't hear the title. Are we gonna see what happened? Please. Damn, they're having a big meeting about Luffy. Okay. Who's this cute reporter girl? Ah, you do have similar eyes to Vivi. Oh shit, this is Luffy, isn't it? Holy shit! Did it just fire to get people's attention? I fired a blank. I'm so curious! They better not fucking cut away. Oh, really? That's so cool! It's quite the lineup he's got. The reporters get this exclusive scoop. Oh my god. Man, he has a lot of bandages on him. Like, he stretched his arm and the bandages were still on there the whole way. This is cool, but why are we doing this? Oh my god. Kick him out of the way. Oxloids. Okay, he's ringing the bell. Is it to get the attention to say, like, come down and meet me? Is he gonna talk with a higher up? Like, what? I mean, Rayleigh's on board, so I imagine it's a good idea, whatever it is. I trust him. Yep, get your exclusive pictures. See, he's not attacking if you don't attack him. Throwing flowers down there. Is he, like, memorializing Ace? Is that girl the one who took the iconic picture? The one that made it into the newspaper? Yep, seems like it. Alright. Well, that was cool. I liked that moment. Huh. Well, so he just came back, he paid his respects, and he fucked off. Interesting. Okay. Seeing bells as a challenge to you. Yeah, he's got quite a significant lead. Really? But what does it mean? What are the D? Why is D important? I want D info. Look at this guy. Huh. Son Goku retiring. That makes sense. Well, the problem is, you guys were like the better ones. I think the Marines are gonna get more corrupt. Kong. Oh. Well, you know what? I'd be okay with that. He's the best of, in terms of morality, he seems like the best of the three admirals. Oh! So you're saying... So he did have haki? Kobe had haki. You'll probably get it eventually, maybe. Doesn't seem like Kobe's happy to have it. It's pretty scary. I mean, yeah, if you learn to use the haki, you will get stronger. Transfer? G5? Yep. Got it. Okay, so he's going to the new world. That makes sense. I just imagine he's going to be following Luffy all around the world. Oh shit. Huh. Interesting. What if it was like ringing it 16 times to represent 2 years to talk to his crew? Oh, that's fucking terrifying, those creatures.
なんだこの腰抜けども。してくれ。としたものが勝者になるんだからな。
Oh shit. What? He's being levitated? By whom? Control the ship. I mean, how are they supposed to? It's in the air. You're being carried up to a sky island? What the fuck? What's happening there? Yeah, Basil. Whoa, look at that cat. I like that cat. Is he gonna fuck Brownbeard up immediately? Jesus. Oh! What the fuck? There's so much going on. Oh my god, you have to now. Damn, they call the Grand Line Paradise in comparison to the New World. Oh my god, that's so cool. Jesus. What an insane lore episode. That was just, that was so great. That was like one of the classic like One Piece dropping lore after lore after lore episodes. But only like little sprinkles of it. It was more like checking in with several characters, but it was really cool. So yeah, Luffy shows up, rings the bell 16 times, pays respects to the people who died, and then leaves. And that gets a message out. My first thought is that it wasn't my first thought, but it is now my first thought after hearing that like the Navy rings the bell 8 times to commemorate a new year. So, I mean, it could just be saying 1 year. Like, once this bell rings 16 times, we meet up. Like, maybe saying to the Straw Hats, like giving them a time frame. I don't know why. And I don't know if they would, like, let's be honest, would all of them be able to put that together? If that was the case, I don't know. But, you know, the Navy seem to think it's some sort of message or challenge to them. And it might be. I don't know. But Sengoku's retiring. And I think it was said that Garp was as well. And Sengoku has chosen for Aokiji to be his replacement. That's a good choice. Like, if he said, like, oh, I want a Kainu to be my replacement, I would have been like, all right, Sengoku, you weren't actually as cool a guy as I thought. But no, it's like Aokiji has some sense of morals to him from what we've seen. He is not a complete monster, and that's the same as Sengoku, who wasn't a complete monster and had, you know, some sort of respect, just like he let Ace and Whitebeard have their bodies buried by Shanks. Like, that is a very respectful thing. Like, he accepts and understands his enemies, and he treats them mostly like human beings, it says. Like, it doesn't mean he's not also ruthless. He is kind of ruthless as well, but yeah, he still seems like an okay guy compared to someone like Akainu or Kizaru, who, like, Kizaru is like almost apathetic to the annihilation he causes, and Akainu is like really enjoys the annihilation he causes and the death that he causes. So yeah, that's fucked. I'm just looking at my thing. Kobe did awaken Haki, it seems like. So I guess I don't remember if I've had this thought before, but does that mean that mantra, because I've been talking about mantra, I think when Kobe had that like moment, I was like, is this mantra? Have I thought about this before? Is mantra just their word for Haki? Like, because the Sky Island was very separated from the sea, you know. What do they call it? The blue sea or whatever. So they had different terms for shit. Like they called dirt verth. That was like their term for it. So, there might be other examples of that, but so basically, is it that they had some people who knew haki, but at the time they didn't know what haki, or they just straight up at any time didn't know what haki was, and they invented their own term for it and their own applications of it, I guess, which was mantra. I wonder. That seems like that makes sense to me. It's kind of a common like world building thing, is like not everyone's gonna call something the same thing, so you introduce something and then you find out that different characters call it different things. So that could make sense, because then if that's happening, I do remember in the Baron Amatsuri movie, there was a girl who was able to like hear things very far away and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is similar to mantra or whatever. So I think what that actually was them setting up haki again, possibly. So I think it's basically just like haki's been prevalent in the series since Skypiea, maybe earlier. I mean, like obviously there's the original Shanks using it on that monster or whatever, but like it was kind of unclear back then if that was like it very well could be that's something that Oda came up with later and retroactively was like, wouldn't it be cool if this moment was actually like him showing his power? And like that doesn't make Oda any less of a writer if you come up with that stuff later. It's sort of just as impressive, I think, like coming up with a retroactive reason that something happens and planning it out all along, you know. But it's possible that Skypiea is the first time that he actually introduced haki proper, or once again he introduced something called mantra, but then later decided to be like, actually this is something called haki, but I'm gonna I'm gonna say that they had a different term for it or whatever. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now, is that like I said, oh, is he awakening mantra or whatever, and it's just him awakening haki. So yeah, Smoke is moving to G5, which is in the New World. Makes sense. He's following Luffy. He probably will be the entire series. He's a great character. I love that he's just constantly behind Luffy. It makes it just very interesting that he's like nearby and he has that singular goal. And then there's the fact that everyone calls the Grand Line paradise, because compared to the New World it is, you know. And that makes sense, because from what we've seen of the Grand Line, there are a lot of very dangerous things and people in the Grand Line. But at the same time, it also feels like it, you know, somewhere like Water 7. Water 7's not a very dangerous place. Like, I mean, there's the big fucking flooding that happens, I guess. But that's just like, oh, you just got to be prepared for it and know it's coming. Other than that, if there's anywhere in this series that I would like to live so far, Water 7, absolutely. That's like the #1 place I would like to live in One Piece so far. So yeah, like I feel like, you know, that's part of the Grand Line, and it's pretty awesome, you know? So I wonder if when we get to the New World, if it is going to be like kind of much more fucked up. I don't know, you know, it's really interesting to think about. I guess we're going to find out. Let's move on to the next and final episode we're doing in this video. Episode 512. Here we go. Recap Rubik's. Ah, that's the title? Wow. That's how far I got. That was a quick recap. Oh, Buggy's crew? Buggy's reunited with his crew? He's just thinking about food. Aw, and he's crying seeing his crew. Well, that's nice. I forgot about you, Alvina. They have defined roles on their crew, that's good. Yeah, I mean, he got some pretty valuable assets. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
すごいじゃないか。どうやって手に入れたんだ。麦わらといえば、また騒動を起こしたようだね。
Yeah, he did.
知らないのかい？海軍本部への殴り込みのことさ。
Raid is a strong word for what he did.
確かあいつの親父は革命家ドラゴンって言ってた。
Chi-Chi.
この流れでいくと、レイリーさんは実はおじさんだったとか。
I mean, it's not the worst guess in the world.
とんでもない内容だがね。読んでんじゃねえよ。一方ここはサウザンド
The place of thousand sunny! The archipelago! Is anyone gonna arrive here? I doubt it, but... Oh, you scumbags. Shaki and the squad are defending it. Yep, that's right. The flying fish riders.
ハンサムいいかお前らこの男前デュバ途中からグダグダじゃねえか
This is good. I'm glad it's in good hands. Wouldn't want anything to happen to the Sunny after all the stuff with the Mary. Well, Kami's easy to impress. Yes, please. If anything happens to it, oh man, I'll be pissed. What if an admiral came for the ship? They very well could, you know. No! This is it's not an admiral, but it's still very bad. I mean, Kuma is kind of an ally-ish. Not really, but ish. He's not the worst person that could show up. Yeah, Shaki's got a good intuition. Mm-hmm. At least it's not a Kainu. Oh, Alabasta. What are we seeing here? Okay, Cobra's still here. You can't show me Alabasta and not be showing me Vivi. Yeah, you can mention her, but show her as well, please. A few hours ago. Yes! Yes! She became serious. She realized something? Oh. Yeah, it's like Ace's... It's like Ace's tattoo, kinda. I didn't notice those marks before. Oh, Crocodile? I like recognizing Crocodile from his thumb ring. That is something I didn't realize I recognized. Sweet old new world. Damn, man, they're putting a lot of cogs into motion here. These episodes are just like, hey, all of these characters back to back to back. These birds have got their work cut out for them. Aww! Gaia! Where'd you go? Sanji's crew. Oh, this is all so great. Oh. Dadan. Oh. Oh, Dadan. Is that making sure? How is that making sure he's resting? Yeah, well, stop squeezing him. Luffy really doesn't care. Rayleigh also has it. All of them do. I mean, I can think of a worse situation. I got it, Luffy. Okay. I mean, Robin, whatever it is, Robin's picked it up right away. It'll take her half a second. It's about whether the other Straw Hats pick up his command. So it is a message to the rest of the Straw Hats. I feel like it is going to be like, wait this amount of time, you know? Wait 2 years or whatever. But did they really... Are all the Straw Hats gonna figure out his intentions? God damn. Another newspaper. Read it, pick up on the signal, whatever it is. He's got it. I'm surprised that they're all getting it. Like Robin for sure. Nami, I can see her picking up whatever it is. Chopper, I'm kind of surprised he figured it out. This is the most they've used newspapers in this show. They're reading so many newspapers, but it makes sense, you know? These are really important events. Oh yeah, I forgot about the way Franky's ended. He blew up. He's alright. I mean, he's a cyborg. Oh, nice. Damn, we're seeing like what his body looks like? Like is the robot parts of his body? Wow, that's terrifying. All right, this is where Brook is. I always forget about Brook because he's like the newest one. Hey, only I can make fun of my lack of body parts. Okay, they're using him as a circus freak. Alright, Zoro. Is Zoro gonna figure it out, or is he gonna need Hawkeye or Perona to figure it out? I don't think Perona would figure it out. I think Zoro will. I think it's more about the trust between them. That they know each other so well that he'd be able to figure out the message. She has to hold it up for him. Okay, it's taking Zoro a little longer to figure it out. Come on. Come on, Zoro. Figure it out and then explain it to me. God damn it! Oh my god. I can't believe they spend the whole episode having just like a series of shots of people going, whoa, Luffy's like that? Luffy's thinking that? And then they don't, by the end of the episode, they don't tell us. Oh my gosh. Before I continue with this discussion, I just want to give a shout out to the One Piece members before I forget. Otherwise, I'm going to forget before I end the video. So just going to say, Sundor, Doki Doki, Franco L, Marove, BN, Jose Canturiano, Paul Clark, FCC View, Can Rotary Life, Nithil KS, Revenge isn't there, If Rigby, Ashtosh Verma, Kenneth Lingdo, Cappy, Shoko, S. Zellion, Joao Francisco, Sudin Raji, Gerard Sola Garcia, and MF. Thank you guys for being my my pirate crew on the YouTube channel memberships. I really appreciate it. Anyway, so we have the Sunny, which is on the archipelago again, and it's being defended by the flying fish riders or whatever, right? Which is good. Like I've sort of forgotten, but they are quite strong, right? So it's good that we have them in charge of that. But I do keep worrying about the idea of like, if they realize, if the Navy realize, hey, that's the Straw Hat's ship, and without that ship, he can't really do anything. If they realize that, I think for sure they would just send one of the admirals over there. Like, if you just sent Kizaru or Akainu, like, they could in in seconds destroy that ship and kill anyone who was guarding it, you know? So I think it must be that the Navy don't even fully realize that that the ship's there. And, you know, that, I guess, of the importance of it or whatever, or I don't know. But I'm hoping they're going to stay away from it. Kuma went up to it, but as Shaki said, Kuma seems to be on our side. He still is probably partially part of the Revolutionary Army, but it's still hard to tell his exact... I haven't made many predictions about Kuma because I don't know enough, and I'm bad at predictions sometimes. And so I don't have any like major theories other than I think he's still part of the Revolutionary Army. I mean, I think he said to someone, we saw him say to someone on the battlefield, like, I'm part of the Revolutionary Army and blah, blah, blah. So I think he still is and is still trying to take down the government from the inside or whatever, but at the same time, he's also being turned more and more into a government pawn, so I don't know how that's gonna go. It was nice seeing a lot of the characters that we saw in this episode again, like Vivi, obviously, but even, you know, when it was jumping between Sanji's crew and Franky's people, you know, and I mean, everyone. Like, it was just jumping between like everyone we've seen so far. And I really like that. I love scenes like that, even if they just show me like a screenshot, like an image that they drew, because then you just get to see like their quick reactions. That's kind of all you need. Like, I don't need to see much more from, like, for example, Sanji's co-workers, right? I don't need to see much more than them going yay or whatever, because that's, you know, that's all you need. You just need to know that they're on board with it, but I don't need lines from them necessarily. But I do like that sometimes we do get them when they're like slightly more important. So I do really appreciate that. I feel like they go back to Vivi a decent amount and give her, when they do go back to her, they give her a few lines. And really like drive home that she understands the Straw Hats. I think they don't do that with everyone, you know? Like, if they show Kaya, for example, they often show her going like, oh, yay, or whatever, like, but she doesn't get like a lot of lines generally. And when she does, it's mostly, I think, about like her understanding of Usopp. But with Vivi, like, she knows the Straw Hats back to front. Like, at least the Straw Hats that she knew back then. She probably wouldn't know Nico, Robin onwards in terms of their members very well, but she understands the core crew well enough that in this episode she was like, oh, Luffy wouldn't do this, so I wonder what he's doing for this reason, you know? And I like that. I like it because it's sort of treating her like more of an important character. And not just because I'm a simp and not just because I really love her character and her design and voice actress and everything, but also because I feel like she should be treated as a more important character to really drive home that like honorary Straw Hat status that she has, where like I think a lot of people agree, you know, she's basically a Straw Hat. She just wasn't like it wasn't right for her life for her to leave with them, but she might as well have, you know. She basically checked all the boxes except for like situation. She wasn't in the right situation in her life to be able to come and travel with us. And I love that they're still treating her like she's important. So that's really nice. But yeah, anyway, Luffy's got a code that he's spread to the world, but it must be a code that like only really the Straw Hats like fully understand. But I mean that's difficult to do a code like that. I'm trying to find a screenshot of that picture. So just give me a second. Okay, I found it. And I mean it's backwards for you guys, but it's 3D 2Y, and 3D is crossed out. By the way, 3D2Y sounds familiar. That sounds like maybe was there a movie, a One Piece movie or something called 3D2Y? Or something like that. It sounds very familiar, but 3D2Y, 3D is crossed out. Like, I mean, obviously the first thing it makes me think of is it's like Ace's tattoo, right? Where it says A, and then it's crossed out S and then CE or whatever. And someone told me, by the way, on my Patreon that the crossed out S is for Sabo. Like it's to represent Sabo, which is a very nice little tribute. So only thing I can think is 2Y means 2 years. Like they're saying, you know, like I was theorizing before, meet up in 2 years. But I don't know what the 3D crossed out would be. 3D. Like 3D, 3 Will of D, 3 Monkey D Luffy. Like, you know, Monkey D Luffy, Ace, Portgas D Ace, who would the third D be? Gold D Roger. I don't know. Like, I don't know what that could signify. Unless it's 3 days, you know, 3 days, 2 years, come meet up then. But then why is that crossed out? Is it just to make it look like Ace's thing? Because it's possible, like, the play is I have this written on my arm. Most people in the world will think that, like, oh, this is Ace's brother, and so he also has some sort of tattoo on his arm that has some mysterious meaning. But other people, like, or the Straw Hats would know Luffy wouldn't do that without a reason. And so they like decipher it, I guess. And then that, because like the 2Y in addition to the 16 bells makes me think it's something to do with 2 years, but I really can't figure out what the 3D would be. So I can't wait for the next video. Oh, I can't wait for the next video because we're going to be finishing off the saga and I'm probably going to be finding out what the hell that means. So I'm really excited for it. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for yet another One Piece video. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.